What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the BRHL Season 9 Draft Review. This is Potato Thumbs here with Riyoshi, Bobbling Puck, and Gnutus. We're going to be going over each team, talk about a little bit of the top lines, some sleeper picks, and thoughts of what we might think be going on later on in the season.
So first up on the dock, Jockey got put in a tough spot. First pick, got to wait 20 picks to get another one. With that being said, I think he really oversucceeded on expectations. Presumed top line's going to be him, Owen, Buds, and Charlie Tuna at D or at goalie, maybe. Bobbling, what do you think?
I mean, it looks like a solid line, and Owen's pretty good, and so he's our top two player to me. And Bud's solid, a long time guy. It's gonna be that's a team.
And Totems there.
Oh, and Totems, yeah. I didn't see him at the bottom. You're right.
Yeah, Totems for reserve G or D is a safe pick regardless. I think his best value pick was probably McSavage at number 60. I mean, he's been in the league since its inception and has been a consistent 40, 50-point scorer every season. Murph with the number 2 pick after the GM expansion ended up falling one spot. Still probably took one of the top 2 players in the league at faded. Backing him up with Knox before he got banned by EEA last season was a force. And he had 26 points and I think 4 games. Dude was putting on an absolute display. Denny Genetti for Tindy and or D backup. Murph and net. That's a strong line.
Yo, and my boy Dumble score right there. Offense, bros. Great. Benchwarmer alumni.
Even better pick, probably the 79th. AJ is a great passer. Plays good defense, gets guys open, makes everyone's life easy.
Probably a top 3 player in the league. Gnutus goes to Omni's team, Albatross. Gnutus pretty solid. You got Leach there, great defenseman. I really wanted him.
So funny thing about this team, at 43, Hoglanov, that is going to be a huge steal. He's kind of unknown. He's one of my buddies from LG. He was A in some other spots, but he's kind of like a not very flashy, but very offensive and great passer player. We were going to try to steal him in the draft, but someone must have heard me talking about him. But I would definitely watch out for him. He's going to be amazing.
I think our best value pick was Juan at 38. If you've played with him, he is a top 2 round pick easily. The fact that he fell that far to us was just a blessing. And then we got Kydell at number 4, with 3 of his top 4 on the board taken right before him. Voltage Ace is a guaranteed lockdown goalie. I mean, he's got a Vezina for a reason, probably should have 2. Concealed is as consistent as any center can be. He makes players better and he plays great defense. They have a really, really good looking top line.
For sure. And Concealed over there, just to give him a little bit more. Last season on the Benchwarmers, he was just fantastic. And it's going to be cool to see him with Voltage. And, Voltage to me, best goalie in the league, hands down, no question about it. I love that dude. He's so good.
Well, there's only a couple of rookies on that team, actually. I mean, Deacon has been around. I don't know if he's been in the league. I don't know if he's been in the league very long, but he's been around our chats since we started. And I mean, Chunka, that's kind of a sleeper pick at 77. It all depends on if he plays or not.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Chunka's probably the sleeper pick for him. He could have easily gone, 1 or 2 picks earlier than him, and he got a lot of value out of that one.
That's definitely going to be a team that doesn't beat you with flash, but with consistency.
Up next, Coach Thaler probably had the shakiest draft of all. If he had been able to pick all the players that he tried to, he definitely would have an all-star team on his hands. Got an easy top 3 center in the league in Cheer Up Ladies. Dude makes every player he plays with better infinitely. Bassman had a great campaign last season. He is a steady and aggressive goalie.
Pretty good for 65 years old. He's great.
I would say, the value pick here would be between Alpha and Josh Fox. I really thought they were going to go a lot earlier. To get a dual threat player like Alpha at 36 is a really, really strong case.
And don't forget about Daddy Nut over there. Bros, he's great, man. He's plays the game right. He's always in position.
Up next, we got Bear Cubs team with probably what I would say is the strongest draft from top to bottom. I think, the only thing that'll hold him back may be availability from some of his players. But talent-wise, I think he probably has the strongest team with 2 of the top 5 D-men and Onion and McAvoy.
Yeah, I have them as the best team of the draft after it. I mean, we'll see how the season goes, but right now they have my number 1 vote. I played against them in team RPs, like my team versus their team. I mean, they paid the refs, but they won by a large margin, so they did solid. They got good chemistry too. Small Water Vessel and Bear Cub together, disgusting.
Yeah, Water Vessel's a solid player. I played with him a few times, and then the Daz was a good goalie. I played with him a bunch in this offseason, so I think that's going to be a pretty solid team to beat. I mean, you can't go wrong with having McAvoy up there with Onion Pie. I mean, McAvoy can play anywhere too. He's a center. He's a good defenseman, so he can play goalie as well a little bit.
Cool. All right. Gravediggers. Great team there. Potato and J-Nux. I hear they've been playing together like all the time, so they're going to be solid. Controller mode's really good, and Rocky down there probably dropped in the draft majorly, even though he's a great, solid player.
Yeah, but Rocky's kind of been absent the last season or so, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's not been around as much. He's been spending a lot of time at the baseball park, which is awesome.
Shout out Jimmy Cole on Spotify.
Yeah, I can say personally firsthand, to see Potato go off the board first, incredibly happy for the guy, but absolutely livid that Rage just decided to screw up, what I thought could have been a great opportunity for me and Omni.
The one thing that Rage is going to have to kind of consider is Nux's work schedule coming up is going to be really kind of iffy. He's like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, so he's basically going to miss half the season, I think. So he'll be back for playoffs, hopefully, if it all works out. So he's going to have to hope that maybe Mikey or controller, not Mikey, Ranger fan, the other guys can kind of step up and fill that gap with a center and a winger and see, if he can get someone that can produce points and get a better spot in the playoffs coming in.
As long as we see a drunken sunburned Nux in the playoffs, I'll be happy.
Nux was off the chain when he was drunk. Next, we got Miami Vice. They're bringing in Boston Ships, Chase Hunterswood, This Is Death, and It's Hockey to start off with some of the topper ones. Boston Ships is a great player. I've only played against them, and I think they just destroyed us. Same with Chase. Played with This Is Death before, very solid. But other than that, I'm not really too familiar with the rest of the team, so if someone wants to take over with that.
I think this is the sleeper pick of the draft. I mean, Boston, Chase, Death, we know they're good. Hockey's good. Kinley's good. That's the most amount of good people that we've seen drafted on a team so far, I believe.
Yeah, and I put Pandas there at, what is it, 6th round? 7th round, whatever it is.
It's down there.
Yeah, he's I played with him a few times. There's a good team in front of him. He's going to be great at goalie because I don't know if Jay Burns is still in a situation where he's going to need a sub during the playoffs.
That's fake Burnsy.
Yeah. That's fake Burnsy.
Oh, we got fake Burnsy on Burns' team. Okay, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Burnsy squared over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with this team, they got a lot of really good players. I think Kinley being at 53 is probably the best value pick. I've also heard that Burnsy, his last pick of the draft, is a stud. The only question I have for this team is how much did Owen Lowe mean last season? They bring him back 75% of a championship team. And will Owen Lowe be the biggest shining absence of that roster? Coming in at the 9th pick, after the GM expansion, probably took the hardest hit out of any GM. I think he went from the 6th pick to the 9th pick. Still ended up with a really good squad. Takeoff hosers, strong center, plays really, really good defense. If you're lacking a good D-man, you don't really need one with him. He back checks and does everything right that you want your center to do. Gets people open, scores the puck, does it all. You know, if I had to say any sleeper pick for him, it would probably be Summer 16 Uzi, because I left him off the draft board and didn't mean to, and I forgot he was there.
Yeah, this team here, funniest team in the league. All we've done is laugh since everybody's been together. And I'll tell you what, ABC might be going for the Rocket this season. Sleeper. And also, this is a team that has a lot of multi-positions. So there's going to be a lot of movement in the lines. And we're going to find that perfect chemistry.
Speaking of ABC, we have a new segment we're going to throw up called...
ABC's Quote of the Week.
ABC's Quote of the Week. There we go.
We have 3 contenders this week. Starting off with the first one, at Olo. I'll hit gritty when I top the team you play with a nice snow angel on top.
Top the team you play for.
Oh, excuse me. The other one, ABC, 5 hours before the draft. How many drafts are there tonight? And the third contender, ABC passes out kisses, hugs, and butt slaps.
Definitely.
And that has been your ABC Quotes of the Week.
Yeah. Tell us which one's your favorite in the general chat.
Hi, Hockey Hogs. What a draft. Every turnaround was a great pick. Joho fell, like I think Gnutus may have said it in the draft, fell the farthest that he ever has. Great player. I haven't played with Dirty Do-Rags, but everybody's seen the stats. Everybody's played with him, probably besides me. Really good.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Crapper, I think, has the strongest top line in the league. With Joho, Do-Rags, Jemima, and him and Net. That is a really, really strong line that nobody's going to want to play against. I think for him, probably the best value pick was Yo-Yo in the last round. Yo-Yo in very, very, very minimal games last season ended up having, I think, 4 points a game. Got snubbed out of the playoffs. You know, there's a little controversy there. Maybe he should have played, maybe he shouldn't have. But I think that's probably the steal of the draft for him.